All right, there. What's up, everybody? This is the No Pod, and today we are doing the discussions, and this is the discussion part of the whole, process, So today we got, DP, and my name CJ,
What up,
and let's get into it, y'all. The first thing that we want to talk about, is what's in the news topics is basically, like the sports, So, I just want to get your input on it. Like, how you feel about, Caleb Clark and how she, been taking this, scrutiny, joining the women NBA.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, she doing a good job for what she representing. Shout out to her, just to say that first and foremost, as far as the scrutiny go, you should continue to be the dominant player on the court that you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you don't have a game to bag up anything that you saying out here, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Once you get on in between those lines, the scrutiny gonna get worse if you're not playing good.
Exactly.
Or if you're not at least coming up with your average. Let me say that. You know what I mean? Usually the women don't get as much attention and stuff as they are right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So this is kind of new for everybody.
Exactly.
So I can say that I'm happy that it's even scrutiny on her. If that's, not too harsh to say, because I'm not trying to say that in a harsh way or nothing like that.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just because, like I said, that's making the sport have some type of light on it. You know what I mean? That was brighter than the light that was already on it type thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And I 100% agree with you on that. I just feel like, it's good for the game, to have that, type of scrutiny and have that type of, like discipline on trying to, be a star. You know what I'm saying? And, and it's other people that feels like, the women NBA, it's not enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? They don't put too much, effort into it, but I feel like them ladies really put in a lot of effort, and over the years, you know what I'm saying, they've been trying to get this type of spotlight on them. I think the game is it's expanding, and I think they have a great, chance to even, be even bigger than, than the men NBA at one point, because there's so many good women that's playing right now. So that's what I think is what's going on as far as the women NBA and how they feel about, Caleb and what she doing. And I think she doing, good. I think she doing real. Also, Angela Reese, I think she's, I think she's doing really, really good as well. So I think, let's just see what they do on the court, and hopefully, it will be some great rivalries out of that, like the 80s, like, Magic and Bird, what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I think they need, for the women NBA, because I think it's time. And, let's just see. Let's just see what's going to happen.
For sure. Just to piggyback kind of like on that Angel Reese thing, the little back and forth that they got going on, if or when these ladies finally hear what I have to say, about this, keep that going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's part of what got the men's basketball global. You know what I'm saying? Was that competition between Magic and Bird and the way that things was going on between them two.
Exactly.
And the fact that Magic was able to, have the flair that he had and the the assassin mentality that he had at the same time,
Right.
to keep the spotlight on them, what they was doing. And for Bird, it was kind of like for him to grind it out and keep it, you know, subtle on their end as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it wasn't a real bad back and forth at times, but then it would get real bad. And you know what I mean? Because them two was trying to see each other in the finals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah, you know, so if they keep that little beef going on, you know, and keep that hunger for people to look that way, you know what I mean? I think that'll be more, you know, just more gravitating for the game, for us to see women being just as competitive as a man can be within the same sports.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We can do that, man. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? Especially with the men, you know, just to keep that fresh with us. You know what I mean? It's to keep the little competition thing going on.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it work for the women?
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
I mean?
That's right. That's right. I mean, you just gotta keep that fire, you know, in the eyes and stuff, and you know, never lose that edge. You know, that's the most important thing, I think. You know, about, you know, them keeping up this, you know, this, I guess you could say, this enthusiasm of a time that we living in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just keep it up. You know, don't let that fire get out of you. That's what I would say.
For sure.
To both women, and to put it in respect of all the women that's in the women NBA. Yeah. Keep that fire.
Yeah, keep that fire up. You know what I'm saying? Pick you somebody inside of your conference. You know what I'm saying? One of them little states that's right by y'all's, or another team that's in the same city or the same state or something. Any of that. You know what I mean? Just pick y'all somebody. You know, and you know, call them out every once in a blue moon or something. You know, like I said, I think that would carry over well also with LeBron and them kids. Like, you know, if they keep that type of fire up under them as well, like where it's like, you know, my dad and your dad, you know, used to be meeting up in the playoffs or whatever, so I want to kind of like keep that going type thing, you know what I mean? Like, oh, our dads was going back and forth or whatever, so it's only right for us to do it, you know what I mean? Like the mentality of that would be great. For them, you know what I mean, for it to keep moving forward and all of that, you know, especially for Bronny, in my opinion, you know, because, you know, no matter what we gonna say, everybody, you know, keep on highlighting the LeBron hookup, but as I just was saying, hey, look, man, there's a whole bunch of those NBA kids inside of the hookup, bro. Like, you know? And we all kind of feel the same way. Well, not really me, but you know what I mean? Just speaking for people in general, you know what I mean? Like, we all look at it that way. Like, oh, they the spoon-fed kids. You know what I'm saying? Where they didn't get it out the mud and all that and woo-woo-woo. Like, but... Like, don't do my man's Brian like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me, if you know what I'm saying, if I can put something on the record like that, you know what I mean, for people, just to, like, don't do that. Like, Wade's son and been inside the little D League and do the little leagues the whole little time, and that's the reason why he can't get around here to the right contract with the NBA, is because of how that narrative is, you know what I mean? And he probably is just as good as anybody else on the bench anyway.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's a thing where, you know, expectations is a big I think is a big thing, you know, and these kids, you know, who you said who got, you know, silver spoon fed, you know what I'm saying, they you know, they tend to, you know, have them expectations on them to be as great or be greater than they father or brother or, you know, anybody like that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a hard thing to try to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And I think that us as the fans, we should not be expecting them to just jump off the gate and be, like they dad or like they brother or uncle or somebody that's played in the game. And so I think that they just need to let them be them, and then let them discover who they are as a player. And then we'll see, the end result has all that training that you put in, all that extra training that you had, being a NBA son or, a women NBA son and something like that, like all that extra training. So I think at the end of the day, it's about, us stop, having that expectation on them, stop putting that pressure. But you know how basketball or any sports analysts look at things.
Fan,
what I'm saying? We look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? We try to put imagination like a what if. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of times that we keep on forgetting that it's not about what if, it's about what's going on right now. So it's just let the kids be the kids, let them discover themselves and find their own, way through the league.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything, like what they be saying about encouraging, like we need, my generation know how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And be that type of a person where we can motivate through the scrutiny, and we know how to do that. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, everybody, all of us is street ball. We a street ball generation.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, say what you would say to these kids on the playground. You know what I mean? When we out here, and you trying to get him on your team, and you trying to rile him up.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. Instead of saying, "Oh man, oh man, you supposed to be this and you supposed to be that." Oh man, you ain't even this and you ain't even that. Oh man, you was walking around with you had T-Mac in the backyard.
Exactly.
Man, what you mean, man?
Exactly.
You had Gilbert Arenas in the gym and blah 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 blah. Like, that don't mean my man's just gonna catch on to what that coach is trying to teach with the other player that ain't got nothing to do with that Gilbert Arenas training that you over there getting. You know what I'm saying? Because my man's he don't know Gilbert. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? My man's ain't got no mama and daddy that then did nothing in none of them leagues like you did. You know what I'm saying? Because even the little volleyball playing people and stuff got kids and trainers and all that. You know what I mean? That these kids is running up with. So it's like,
like don't have them.
Don't have them sitting there just because his dad got a ring and like you gonna say, oh, so now Zaire supposed to have one, like that just automatically. Like, so if I was Zaire, I wouldn't want to go to the NBA neither. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man.
Yeah, I mean, if they gonna screw me over like that, I'm
gonna suck if I ain't got to worry.
Yeah, or I don't suck if I don't average, 25 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I
shit
can't
like
start
that.
Unless I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. Yeah.
Come on, man. I can't even start because my daddy the way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I ain't making 25. Like,
exactly.
That, like, how am I gonna get to 25 and you won't even give me the minutes though? Like, what is you talking about, bro? That don't add up, bro.
You're right. And,
like, come on, man.
So I think the expectations just need to be lower a little bit.
Just a little bit, man.
Just go down. Don't even try to make it a big thing. Just let them be them. Let them discover themselves. You know what I'm saying? And if the first 5 games don't go their way, you know what I'm saying, then you can say something. You can be like, well, we don't think he's ready. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't think
you can't. But then at tip off, like okay, look. This a perfect example, dude. Sharif O'Neal, you feel me? Like, come on, man. Just because you put him in the game, bro, that don't mean like Diesel just gonna appear out this nigga.
Exactly. You're right. And that's what what a lot of these NBA, analysts and draft people be doing when they go and look at him, they be like, oh man, he remind me just like his dad, like Kid and Martin, you know what I'm saying,
Bruh.
like his son, you know what I'm saying, like
I'm sorry, it's only one Kenyon,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying, it's like you be like. He ain't the same, as his dad.
He's not.
He's not gonna be out here doing none of the things that his dad was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only, like I said, like if you was talking about like expectations, like somebody who went over that expectation of their father, like Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, but see.
But
Like,
we ain't do that with him for real.
Because
like,
in the beginning, it was like he was
had the weak ankles.
Yeah, his ankle was all messed up. You know what I'm saying? He can play good. It's just that his ankle was all shattered. You know what I'm saying? But he overcame that. He found something that was him. He did it. He executed it. Now we call him the greatest shooter of all time. You know what I'm saying? We call him, one of the greatest scorers of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And now he the 3-point king. He ain't nobody saying nothing about him because them expectations when he first came out, you know what I'm saying, they was on him, but then they went down and everybody just kind of like settled like, okay, yeah, he's gonna be like another Monte Ellis or some shit. He ain't gonna be this spectacle of a player. He's not going to be the best player that we ever seen or somebody that changed the game of basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that that's what a lot of people need to just, lower the expectations right quick. He made it to the NBA. He doing good. You know what I'm saying? But just lower them right quick because, you know what I'm saying, just
For
let
real.
them become who they is.
Man,
and then we could then we could sit up here and justify and talk about them and all different types of stuff. I mean,
for real,
at
bro.
the end of the day, I just think that it's just people just need to just let these kids be kids, let these women be women, let competition be competition.
Bruh.
And that's it.
Y'all be tripping, man.
For real.
Y'all be tripping
it's
with them expectations.
Man.
But I would say, like, that's, to me, this just to me, you know what I'm saying? That's the second greatest creation of the brain, though.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
It's expectations, man. Wouldn't none of this be without, you know what I'm saying, the rules and the laws of this shit.
Exactly,
Expectation, like,
Yep.
they made the red light, but it's an expectation for you to stop at that motherfucker.
Exactly. Always.
That don't mean that you gonna stop at that.
Nah, not always. Not every time.
Yeah, or the person,
Exactly.
behind you, in front of you, whatever. It don't matter.
Right.
It don't mean that they gonna obey the law. You know what I'm saying, or the expectation of that either. So
Right.
But like I'm saying, man, like. Even with the NFL, like, I mean, do we even do that with them? Like, I don't even remember doing that with nobody off of the NFL neither. Like, where we just say, oh, his daddy this, you know what I'm saying? So he sucked because he ain't got no ring, or, you know what I'm saying? Or he ain't make it to the playoffs, or whatever. Like, no, we don't do that. So,
you're right. You
know what I mean? Like, we give everybody else a benefit of the doubt, granting that their, I'm guessing, so-called profession is harder to control than basketball.
And that's where I think our brains go to. You know what I'm saying? I think we go to that type of that type of thinking, and we just be like, we ain't looking at it like, it's much harder to win a NBA championship other than winning a NBA championship. I mean NFL championship. My bad. Excuse me. NFL championship. I think it's more harder to win an NFL championship than an NBA championship because you got 5 other players. You get striked out. You get some rest. You come back in. You know what I'm saying? In football, I mean, you get rest, you know what I'm saying? You come back in, you come back out, but it's harder because it's not, you really looking on either the quarterback to make the right play. You making sure that the wide receiver making the right play, the halfback making the right play. So it's kind of like you pitting your gamble on if he gonna make it through. You know what I'm saying? If the halfback gonna make it through the hole so we can score a touchdown type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, it's just kind of like in basketball, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can miss a shot and get the rebound and put it right back up.
Yeah.
I don't, so I think it's that we don't look at
Dennis
it.
Rodman effect.
Yeah. I just think it's that we think about as far as, expectations,
Hell yeah.
on certain players and stuff like that.
So what, if you don't mind us spinning, you know what I mean, a little bit, speaking of these expectations.
Yeah.
What you think of the artificial intelligent epidemic that's coming?
Man, I mean, I think it's it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody can, take your voice, you know what I'm saying, and have you saying whatever, you know what I'm saying, and or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, or they just take your face and shit, and they can just do whatever with that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Have you thinking like you the one that killed the president and shit. Now they looking for you and shit. Like, I mean, it's a scary goddamn time that we living in, especially with the AI. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard a song with Drake, and like the song is actually pretty catchy. It's like that's something what Drake would say. That's something that I would listen to. You know what I'm saying? But then you got to think about it. It's like this is an alien. You know what I'm saying? This is a robot that's sounding like this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't real. It ain't real, you know what I'm saying? And then, you see Drake actually using AI, for, the diss Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, you use Tupac and you use, Snoop Dogg, and you be like, dang, what's going on, man? Like, is he, and you could actually tell that it was him rapping, but he was using their voice. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of times people be like, oh man, anybody can do that now. You know what I'm saying? And it's all different types of shit that can go wrong with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it can be a good thing, but it could be a bad thing as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine that, like, just say if you going to the bank and shit, you know what I'm saying, and you say that, you deposit this, and then you go back home, and then they got you on camera and shit, but then it's somebody else that look like you and shit that's depositing some bullshit, and you like, hold on, wait a minute.
That wasn't me, man.
That wasn't me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just
I went to the grocery store, not the bank.
I went to the grocery store. I wasn't even at the bank. But just saying that they say you did. Just say that they say that you went to the bank. Mm-hmm. You cash your check and you rent and you go home, right? But you at home and you watching this shit all, come, right in front of your face. And then they said that the whole time that you was at the bank and whatever, but it was some AI bullshit that's, that did it. That's some scary shit, man. It's some scary shit. Even if they say you said something, you know what I'm saying, on audio, you know what I'm saying? Just like the Diddy thing, you know what I'm saying? They got you on audio and shit, and Meek Mill and shit. They saying this and that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh no, that's AI. That's AI. Man, look, if AI can do shit like that, then that's some scary ass shit. And you know it is. Like, I mean, if AI can do that, that's some scary shit. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, like we can, you know what I'm saying, we can go all day with the Diddy thing, Cause
you niggas is all Diddy.
Exactly, all motherfucking Diddy, all Diddy. I mean, so to get you to spend on this, you know what I'm saying? You know, what you think about this whole situation with Diddy in the first place? Like, what's your whole mindset on this?
Well, well, at one point, man, you know, I can't say, you know, since I have like a little bit of a faint knowledge of the grow up or blow up of Bad Boy. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
exactly. Yeah.
Like, I will say that trying to be a heterosexual, right, at the time, like you were just told, and you know we were taught things. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
And certain rules applied in the household or whatever.
Exactly.
So like when I was growing up, you know what I mean, like like I said, just certain things just didn't fly.
Yeah.
As far as a man doing it, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like the
yeah.
little shiny suit thing that
Yeah.
they went out with, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Any type of makeup or anything, you know, exfoliating your skin, as he would say, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like just any of those things that like he kind of like was the poster child to normalizing a man like getting a manicure and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in my and from what I'm saying that from what I I was looking through that lens today though.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
damn, you know what I mean? Like damn, that kind of line up to him kind of being a little shaky. You get what I'm saying? Like just little shit, little
Yeah.
subtle stuff that
That
we
yeah.
wasn't looking at the time, but we did was like,
Yeah, that
oh,
look
that's kind of weird.
kind of
You know what I'm
suspect.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you ain't,
nowadays they could say zesty.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, look, bro, you wasn't as a man like putting soap scrub and shit on your face, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, unless you had acne, my nigga, like that shit just wasn't popping. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
for him to like be up on there, like, you know, put the proactive on there, but he
yeah,
not saying that he got acne and shit. You feel me?
yeah.
Him, you know, always being prissy, looking like he doing these numbers and you know, with his fingers, and just all of that was just things that we were told, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta man up, or we, you
Exactly,
know, the older kids will tease you. You know what
exactly.
I'm
Yep,
saying? If you
exactly.
had
Yep.
too much of a little switch in your walk or whatever, bro, it
Whatever.
didn't matter.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Your pants was too tight. Like
Exactly.
any of that. Like I grew up in that era.
Yeah,
Like y'all fat. Like the fashion
Yep.
today is weird to me
Yeah,
now.
you're right.
You know
You're
what I
right. Yeah,
mean?
exactly. I
Because
understand
like
that.
I got fried for that shit. For the
Exactly.
pants I got on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I got fried for that. Like that nigga, them too tight right there, cuz. Like, what you doing? Oh no. Like nigga, man, I remember when you wasn't walking into school with Levi's, bro.
Oh yeah.
You wasn't doing that, bro. That was at Walmart. And
Yeah, that's right.
you feel me? And if you was, you just was a kid. You knew you was poor. You get what I'm saying? Like we was
Exactly.
already
Exactly.
knowing what was going on. We really didn't tag you like that because we know what's up at the crib. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you got tagged now. You got tagged
Damn
more than
right.
a lot. And
Yep.
way more than you wanted to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's right.
But
That's right.
we ain't dig in, go for mamas or no, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nothing where
exactly,
we know
exactly.
that it's attacking your crib. You know what I'm saying? Because we know you got little brothers, blah 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 blah. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you got fried now. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh,
Now we
yeah.
was very unsensitive motherfucking kids. Now.
So-
You know what I'm saying? Like you got that business now. But you know,
yeah. So I mean, it's just like this whole Diddy thing where it's like how you feel from where that you like okay like for where it started from and where is that now from this whole
I mean,
shenanigans.
I say I ain't think he was that extreme.
Mm.
other
Okay.
than me, like I said, him doing those little things when I was little.
Okay.
Like what I was describing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
Okay.
where you just thought that he was a little feminine
Yeah.
or, something up,
Yeah.
but then you ain't think that this was going on, like where he
Right.
smashing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
smash your trash up. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want a meal, huh? You want a meal?
Exactly.
I got a meal for you.
Man, I remember they was talking about not sending people to Michael Jackson's house. I'm thinking about not sending nobody to Diddy's house. Like, it's like, you heard what Urshan said, right? He said, hell no. That was he
ain't say no.
Yeah, he didn't just say no. He ain't say no.
Hell.
He said, hell no, with so much, passion in his voice when he said that. And he was serious when he said it.
So don't that mean that he touching little boys?
I mean, if he already got Usher and then he got Justin Bieber,
Let me shut the fuck up.
I mean, you can't shut the fuck up now because it's going on right now. This is where you
want to be heard.
Exactly. This is where you want to be heard, and then on top of that, this is real. This is what I'm saying. This is real. This is real time that we living in.
Hey, for real.
So,
cause I didn't put that age gap thing together too. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, cause yeah. Since y'all want to, tear up my man's Kale's legacy like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
y'all need to.
I mean, now, how long do you think this been like going on in the music industry? Like, how you feel like? Do you feel like this been going on since Elvis days? Al Green days,
I can
Michael
say that.
Jackson, Prince,
I can say that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the reason why I say that though is because of how the rest of those types of artists act. About they stuff and about what was going on at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they never really told us that it was undercover gay things going on or the undercover party things was going on and nothing like that. Like they never really came out. Like it'd be certain people, maybe a comedian or something, but like any of us and all of us, it's a comedian. You're not really taking what you saying too serious.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it really didn't matter at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because really the people that could have been in them rooms is now the GOATs now. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eddie Murphys and stuff like that. The people that could have been in those rooms. Like my man's is like real funny though.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. And a very good storyteller on top of all of that. But, like when you look at him and see what he was going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta look at that.
Yeah.
Then you gotta look at, how Prince started acting. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could just tell that everybody ain't, it was something wrong. Mm-hmm. And now for it to be like where everybody is like literally pointing at the homosexual part of it.
Right.
Like, so now it's like, okay, so it was really dudes that really wasn't cool with that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, even if they did get their little feather touched, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, they wasn't down with it, you feel what I'm saying, afterwards. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell, I mean, any of them. Like, you can, let me see, like, Will, for example,
Yeah.
Like, I always tell you, like, bro, that, he messed up a long time ago. You know
he got caught a long time ago. Yeah.
So
we know that.
We just swept that under the rug already. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think people even know the movie. Like,
I don't think people that was born enough to even remember.
I don't even think they looking it up or nothing. Like they just going off of what's going on today. Like you said,
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like to us, like he.
Yeah, he's
come on, bro. He did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that was horrible.
I mean, it was horrible to even, to have the Fresh Prince at the time, I mean, come on now. Like, he was in the bed with another man. Like, I don't know. You can't say that that wasn't it wasn't well, what I'm saying is like you know it was planned. You know what I'm saying? Like this had to been set up. This had to been right where he had to say he had to get the green light basically. He gave the green light.
He sounded like me.
Oh, excuse us. Sorry.
He sounded like me though.
Yeah, I mean,
bro,
yeah.
Oh, that was the first thing I thought about. I'm sorry. Oh, that was funny.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
he messed up a long time ago, bro.
Yeah,
man,
I mean,
that got me right there.
Yeah. I mean, oh man.
You sounded just like that nigga, bro.
I mean,
he fucked up a long time ago.
He did. I mean, like I said, like remember I was telling you about that, what I'm saying, like that 30 years, thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like what's going on is a lot of times that these people that was in these positions and stuff like that, or they was looked at a high respective light. You know what I'm saying? I just think that now it's like they light is dimming down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like you still got people that really care about these entertainers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they really care about these people, even though
fans,
you know what I'm saying. Like we not with them 24/7. We don't know they everyday life, so they can tell us one thing and say, "Oh no, we not like that." But you got Diddy tapes, on you and shit. Later on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that right there where we all look at the shit like this all this shit been a lie to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what. And, I mean, for real, like you gotta look at shit like that. You gotta look at shit like that. I'm sorry to say it like that.
You got a Diddy tape on you, bro?
Man, Diddy tape.
Oh shit! Hold you up with a Diddy tape, bro.
Exactly, for real. And make it so bad,
sad,
you know what I'm saying? Like what make it so bad is that Cat runs. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what he said. Like look, if you was in one of them corners doing something that you wasn't supposed to be doing, I mean, hey.
I was gonna touch into that and say, like, bro, like, don't that make you feel like it's really like some Illuminati shit going on? After you think about that Cat interview, bro. And
I mean, how I feel
that whole thing just piled on us with the Diddy. I feel
like Cat, like it was like this. Like I feel like Cat felt it in his bones to say that, and to actually like he said, 2024 is gonna be the year, of people getting exposed. If people gonna go, it's gonna be a day of reckoning for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that it's been going on for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of things. Like we can sit up here all day and talk about what happened throughout the year and what been exposed, what not been, what got exposed to the point where we like, damn, like we didn't know that was even true, and now it's true. You know what I'm saying? Now we finding shit out that we thought was true that ain't true. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's like
sir.
So we don't know right now. It's looking like we don't know what the what the truth is right now, and that's exactly how
I think every truth now has 65% of the lie.
Okay, so I mean, and
yeah. Whatever the truth is,
Exactly.
65% of it. You know what I mean? Out of the whole dollar, it's a lie.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna explain the lie.
Yeah.
And give you the truth.
Not even half. Just somewhat of the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? But I done told you a whole bunch of bullshit first. You know what I mean? So now you really don't even give a fuck about time I get to the truth.
Exactly.
Of the matter, you know? Like,
I mean, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, to spin on this too. It's kind of like, this whole, presidential election. You know what I'm saying? I think that I just think that what they are saying to us is, you know what I'm saying, we hear it and it's like, but it's just hard to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's not, and like now we got to a point where you got, what they call it now, they call it Generation Z or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Like we got those kids now that just, now be able to, what I'm saying, to vote. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at things, you know what I'm saying, like who should we vote for? Who should we do? What should we, woo woo. And the older generation, like, people who already did vote 4 years ago or, in the previous years from, a long time ago, and we looking at it now, and we just like, we don't see shit that change. We don't see the result. And that's where I feel like the government, they, it's not about these votes. I think, we don't, like, we were voting stuff, but I don't think it's gonna matter to nobody because the government gonna pick who they want to pick at the end of the day. I think they gonna pick whoever they want to be the president, and we gonna have to just roll with it. And then once we roll with it, it's like it's either gonna be either destruction or it's gonna be, hopefully a 4-year ride to something new else. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But I mean, how the way we looking at it, it's like either where it go, it's like it's for both candidates. I just think it's not benefiting for nobody. Nobody gonna eat. Nobody really nobody really gonna prosper from this election. I don't think that we just gonna be either we gonna be laughing stocks or we just gonna fall off to the the pits of the earth where somebody we just ain't gonna be good on that expert. I don't think that we gonna be good on anything. I mean, that's just my honest opinion, and just to let the world know and everybody else know that I'm not voting for none of them. So they can kiss my ass, and that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? This is the no pie, and this is where you want to be heard. So I'm gonna be heard anyway. So yeah.
Hey, you all know what bad? What's making that bad is that I'm in the same boat. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna fair justice. You know what I mean? For us to not put things in perspective and in order with the fact that I don't think this country is going to allow a woman president. Like, as a collective. Like, I just don't think that they're going to allow that to happen. It's basically how Trump got in there the first time. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going against the statue of, a woman running for president. So,
Right.
so,
I'm glad you said that. That does make a lot of sense. Last time that Trump got into office, he had to go against Hillary Clinton, and we already know we was looking at it at that time like, nah, not her. You know what I'm saying? We was already saying that in our mind, like, if she can't, if we this is how we thought about it, and this is be real, and I know a lot of people who thought about this, is that if she can't if she can't take care of her husband, she can't take care of the country. That's just simple as it is. I don't believe that she would be. She would have been a great president anyway. But from Kamala Harris,
That was the that was Air Force One you let fly.
man, you let Air Force One got away and said you let the whole plane leave you right there where you were standing at. Like yeah, like that's where I think what happened between that, and that's where I looked at it like we ain't gonna vote for you because of that. Like if you was keeping Bill happy,
Yeah.
we would have been thinking like yeah, you can control the United States. You can be a
Bill,
president.
Bill should have been like,
He couldn't say nothing, bro. After he did what he did, he couldn't
vote
say
for
nothing.
my wife. Just vote for my wife. She'll be making it great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't
She'll
make
be
sure
great.
to tell my wife that I got some head.
Yeah. Say he. Oh. Shit.
Damn.
Damn it.
That-
Say dadgummit
But-
you vermin.
I mean, like yeah, but like I said, just like we just couldn't. Like I said, at that time, we just couldn't, vote for her. And I think it's the same thing that's going on with this, presidential race. That I think that's what's going on right now. That Kamala Harris is just not the believable candidate that we need.
She came when we still off of like a high off of Michelle Obama, man.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's kind of unfair in
Yeah.
that aspect
Right.
for her. If she want to hear what a real black motherfucker, from the trenches I have to say about that, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you just a little too early. You know what I mean? Like, cause we still see that stallion. You know what I mean? On top of shit.
Yeah, like I just think that it's not the right time, for that. Like you said, we still stuck on Michelle Obama,
Yeah.
that idol of us having a first black president, female black president. On top of that,
Yeah.
we just look at that and say, that's
It
what
should
we
be
want.
her. Yeah, it should be her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we we really didn't understand what we was getting. You know what I mean? Until like he got in there that second time.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Like she is what every black man would want on his side type thing.
Right.
It's everything that girl that's inside of a normal classroom, you know what I mean, got the public school is dreaming of
Right,
type
right.
thing. You know what I mean? For her husband to grow up to be something, magnificent like this. Something that all of us done said, at one point in our lives as we was little, was be the president or something like that, or in that realm of things,
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Somebody that was like a president or that you felt like was a president or something, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? A Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King or something like that,
Exactly.
maybe Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan and all of those,
Exactly. Yeah.
those people that we put in those spots,
Mm-hmm.
He really was the American black boy's dream.
Exactly. I mean, but see that dream that we had, we
he
never
had
thought
that
that
woman.
we never thought that it would come to fruition. We was like, we were so used of, and this just not got nothing to do with no race. We just looking at the facts. It's been so many white presidents, that we seen that we thought that it would never, and I'm talking about never, have anybody that was at least tan enough to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? And
Ain't that
so it's now the possibilities is it's it's up there. Now we can actually say. I mean, I know it's just like a 1% type of thing, but it's like we got a chance now. We actually got a chance to become a president. Just because of Obama. You know what I'm saying? And his wife being there doing what she did for the black community. Because once we seen that, like we was okay with him being black, right? But if he would have came out with a white woman, I think that would have fucked us up.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that's kind of like, the reason why Kamala Harris is not not being embraced the way that she thinks that she is. You know what I mean? Like Michelle,
I
like
exactly
really,
what you mean. She is not. She is not
like,
that.
That's hard to to trip over. Like she really did. Like stand there, cornbread fed at that, you know what I mean?
Right,
like thick
right,
too, not to, no disrespect to my man's Obama, but you know what I mean, or my wife or nothing. It's just, you feel me? Like that was what me and you went to school with type thing.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Like our dream, bro. You know what I mean? Or one of your friends or somebody that stood up in our class even. Dream, right? You feel me? And stood up like, hey man, I want to be the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? And we like, yeah,
especially if you black. Oh, that ain't never happening.
Yeah, now it's. I do like the way you said that because now it's different in my son's classroom now.
Exactly. Yeah,
you know
that's
what
right.
I mean, that conversation's totally different.
Oh
now.
Yeah, way totally different now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah, we needed that.
Yeah, we need. I mean, it was a powwow to the country and to the other nations and all of that. Yeah, but it was needed.
Exactly. It's
now the woman to come. I think she'll come. Given, you know what? I think we'll accept one even more if England stand with it.
So you saying that
Prince Harry
and them
stood by Kamala Harris, it'll go.
Okay. I mean, I think that will be a probably a good thing for her. I don't know about my vote, but it would be a good thing for her in her race, but not my vote. Even with Trump, I don't care if he got shot once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6, whatever. It don't matter how many times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll sign up for one of them stimulus checks again, bro. You know,
I mean,
I can stand for one of those.
I mean,
but other than that,
that was because
good.
but you gotta think a black man put that into order. You know what I'm saying? He put that into fruition.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
That escape money that we got from them stimulus checks, it came from him.
It definitely
You know
did.
what I'm saying? It's just that
Trump taking credit.
Yeah, because shit, Obama he had no use for it because it wasn't no pandemic. He knew it was a pandemic coming through, but it didn't come through.
It wasn't a threat.
Yeah, it wasn't a threat until Trump came in, and you know what I'm saying, and fucked up a lot of shit.
Why don't you start sending all them sick motherfuckers over here?
Exactly.
Send me a plane full of them sick motherfuckers.
And spread this shit all around. You know what I'm saying? Touch everything. You know what I'm saying? They cough on everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like that would happen.
Say, come here, just cough. Just
exactly. Cough on
all
everything.
All the way up to the goddamn tunnel. Just
cough on everything. Yeah, cough on everything. Everything that you see, just cough on it. Cough on your hand and touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm talking about shit like that. Yeah, put a whole bunch of wiping on the mirror and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some bullshit like that. Like that's what the fuck. That's what I think you know, a lot of times, right there, that was just,
I be thinking sometimes
Yeah.
that be happening, man.
Yeah,
You
it
know
be
what I mean?
happening.
Because they'll have, you know, one of those movies or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? And then it has something crazy like that on it. You know what I mean? Where they done brought the disease or something, or
Man.
brought some old crazy animal or something over
Exactly,
here. or
just
some
cough
shit.
on everything. You know what I'm saying? Just cough on everything. You know.
Say the bats and shit that's carrying that motherfucking oh man, what was that? What was that shit they said we was getting from the bats, man?
I mean, they said the COVID came from the bats, but
That was the
yeah.
COVID.
But are you talking about Ebola? You
The
talking about
Ebola.
you
There
talking about
we go.
you talking
Yeah,
about Ebola. No, they
man.
said they came from the monkeys.
The monkeys.
That's what they
Okay.
said. I'm not 100% sure on that
yeah,
one.
Okay.
I think
Like,
that at the end of the day, I
where
think
y'all
that
get them monkeys?
yeah, where you get the monkeys from?
You know what I'm saying? How they get over
Yeah,
here?
they got the monkeys somewhere, did y'all? They did.
Gonna ship that monkey from that
Man, they gonna
from
ship
that wilderness
yeah,
like that,
from
and you ain't gonna give it
Australia.
his shots. Australia.
Yeah, they gonna send the motherfuckers from Australia and shit, and got us all sick and shit. They ain't gonna say it came from Africa, bitch. Shut up, you lying motherfuckers.
Say it was the mosquitoes carrying.
Man,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I mean, like I
mosquitoes
said though,
carrying them
this whole.
diseases.
I'm sorry.
West Nile, nigga.
Rest, yes, came from the rest of Africa. That's what they
You know
want
what
to
I'm
say.
saying?
No,
Like,
it came
come
from the
on,
rest of
man.
Australia. That's
Yeah,
they ain't lying. So, you know, just be real. Them baboons over there, they got them for real,
shit.
man.
Yeah, that nigga from Australia, bro. Hey.
Speaking of
Australia monkeys.
speaking of anything that's that's not over here in America right now, you thought the airstrike,
yeah, you
over
was
there
telling me about that, man.
yeah, the Israel airstrike ended up killing. We tried to do this earlier, but we could not do it. We couldn't say the person's last name, but his name is Hassan, and we gonna just spell his last name for you is Nasrallah, and if anybody that could,
Nazareth.
yeah, if any. If anybody that can pronounce that name, please let us know, because oh my God, we could not pronounce that name to save our life.
That was as close as I
but the airstrike, man, that happened from Israel. Israel did this. How do you feel that it's going to affect the next 4 years, 5 years, within this, decade? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think it's gonna be more, deadlier as time goes, or you think that they killed who they supposed to killed, and things are going to not, like go back to normal, but it's going to be kind of settled where they can control it. Do you think that's gonna happen, or
Well, my personal opinion
yeah,
is, this is the classic, throwing rocks, hiding your hands. Just the classic, American thing where they usually, got something going on, which is probably the Diddy thing, and probably is going to get overshadowed by this Israel hookup, which
right.
it should.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It should. But, again, my personal opinion about the Israel thing is that this is a ploy to scare off the female president electee.
okay.
Personally, if you want to be considered correctly, you're gonna have to answer these questions correctly.
Exactly.
And they about to test you about it. And I mean, that's just what I think is going on. It's just they want to hear what she has to say about how she's going to carry herself
Right.
from being elected president in days forward.
Okay. I mean, and I think that's a good way of looking at it. I think that it's also a good way of looking at it for the next president if it is Trump. You know what I'm saying? I also think that's it can be a thing where he has to tackle and you know what I'm saying, and understand why we've been doing this and why they've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Where they've been going on in their country, they've been doing that. But we know that, like, it's been in the Bible, it's been everywhere, that we are any country gotta, help Israel at all times, right?
And we are the main corporate of that.
Exactly, yes, and we the main source of that, and
yes, sir.
We contribute to a lot, over there in Israel. So I think, for us, it's like if this thing gets out of hand to the point where, retaliation, comes back on Israel because of this. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna be ready, if we gonna be considerate enough to go to another war, if we gonna sit up here and be like, if we gonna be ready to do that, and like you stated, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we get a female president, if she's gonna be ready, if she's gonna be a not emotional ready, but just I think content ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being so emotional and putting her emotions first of how she feels, instead of and have her think before she make a move.
Be more of a strategist.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that can be a thing where if someone they come back and hit Israel, do you think that that's going to be a thing where she's going to have to, become not, a feminist? You know what I'm saying? She gotta have that urge to her if she does become the president, because we do know if Trump becomes president, we know, and he's been executing those things since he was president before. He's going to do those things.
We on our way.
Yeah,
for sure.
And
Trump.
And in the back of our minds, we looking at it like we will be more, tougher. We like, go ahead and do that shit. But in the back of some people in the back of their mind, they like, that's not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a 50-50 thing with Trump, and it's like we don't know right now with Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I mean, again, I just think that she needs to just understand that, these men don't play fair that's running these countries and owning this land. Number one. Number two, like I said, they wasn't none of that. None of the stuff that was organized to simply have a woman overseer. You know what I mean? Like, at all. None of these countries that's part of this democracy, none of the countries that's even with down with the dictatorship is like set up for a woman leader. And all of those men feel such a type of way that each and every last one of them would be willing to go to war if she was elected. Okay. They would be willing to. They would be more willing to anyway.
Okay. So to
go to war.
So you could basically, to to break it down for the most simple people minds like that is basically you saying that she will be, more believable.
Yeah, to go.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have to go to war.
Yeah. Okay.
One way or another.
Exactly.
Even if it's for the Israel thing or not.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
just me. Like,
okay.
Because that's what that we will be shaking up the order of things a little bit too much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? I like how you said that. You know what I'm saying? Shaking up the order of things. I think
that'd be a little bit too much. Like the New World Order things, that was all cool because that wasn't nothing but, suppressing the black man from really getting high up. But it was still the black man from rising up to that position.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they were trying to impress us from being leaders of this country.
Exactly. Right.
But now a woman in general is a no-no. That this has nothing really to do with just her, Kamala Harris. It's just because my baby, you running right now. So you just the name and the face that we have to put on this today, because it used to be Hillary now. So if y'all seeing this or whatever, don't be trying to put no stank on it or nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
I'll take anything out of context.
It's just y'all have that resentment. Them men have that resentment inside of the UN.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like they have that for real. That's why there's none of their wives doing any of that when they not around or any of that. Like they don't play that at all. Like ain't no woman running nothing. The closest thing to it was the Queen, bro. And she went through a couple wars.
Oh yeah.
That we don't even talk about.
Yeah. Sound like Cardi B right this moment.
You know what I'm saying?
She went there. You know what I'm saying? She went there. So I mean, I like I said to that and to this presidential election, I just think we as a country.
Cardi B for president.
No, we can't have that. No, we cannot have Cardi B being president. That would be
president.
No, we cannot. I mean, look, like I said, like I'm not gonna say I won't vote for her, but she don't got my vote either. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I'm not comfortable with that.
I think she would go to war.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So I think she'd go to war a little bit faster than Kamala.
I feel like she'd go there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But this presidential election though, we just all confused and we all kind of like lost on what to believe and who to believe and ever since the pandemic, I think it just kind of gave us a real look on life and say like, man, it's just the same old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they gonna keep on lying. They gonna keep on doing this. Yeah.
I mean, they done killed my mans.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, it's just for Kamala Harris to make sure that she stay firm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she make sure she say what she mean. You know what I mean? Don't give us no motherfucking, gassed up ass story just saying some shit that's gonna get you elected and then don't do nothing when you get in there.
And then get exposed later on. Yeah.
If you ain't gonna do nothing, my baby, just say you ain't gonna do nothing. Just,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Say you ain't gonna run up in there, tell them that you ain't coming, all that. It don't matter. But don't tell us, you know what I'm saying, that's the homeland and blah, 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 and start selling us on it and, we're going to protect it and blah, 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 and then get up in there and don't do nothing.
You can't get scared and don't know how to talk to these other leaders and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, because they gonna question you.
That's what I'm afraid of, because then on top of that, it's gonna be like, these other world leaders, they not use of a woman telling them what to do. What I'm saying? And that's another thing where it's like, if we ain't gonna let our people come over here. And I mean, we ain't gonna let our people do it here. What make you think that we gonna let you come over here and do it to us? You know what I'm saying? That's where I think that's where a lot of times
Our
where
oppression, totally
I think the other world leaders at, and I'm just saying as a man. This is as a man that's,
real.
that
For
if
real.
you running something,
Man.
you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna allow no, especially just saying. And if your country is set up like that, you ain't gonna allow a woman come over there and say anything.
Man,
So that's my kind of
just
eyes
think
on it.
about this, bro. These men over there, when they walking, the women still gotta look down and walk behind them, bro.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
So her coming up in that motherfucker,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, with the
Exactly.
fur coat on and the car, these
Oh,
niggas.
no.
Oh, nah, bro. Oh,
You
no.
ain't coming in like Big Griff. You ain't
feel
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
You not,
Coming in with the buffs on and shit.
Bruh.
Like they ain't not having that.
Man, and I'm not saying that that's what you gonna like physically do is come in there with the buffs. I'm telling you that's what it looked like to them.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying to
Exactly.
you, Miss Harris. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be coming in there, so you might as well do it. You might as well go in there with the Sherlin on too, my baby. You gotta go all Detroit on all the way through with the Gators, the whole hookup. Just you might as well do it, cause this is what you gonna look like to them soon as you walk in the UN. Soon as you walk in there, they gonna be like, oh. Hell no. Like, what the fuck? It's gonna look like you got on a motherfucking mink with some goddamn good ass gators on. You matter of fact, you make sure you call them hoe ass niggas at with the red bottoms and shit.
Right.
You make sure you call them hoe ass niggas and you get some gator print put on you, some red bottoms and shit. You know? Just walk in that bitch straight flashy as fuck.
Exactly.
With the motherfucking wood. Matter of fact, make sure the wood grain on your motherfucking cardies is red, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and kill they ass. Red, white, and blue it up. For real. Matter of fact, have on the red bottoms with the flag looking ass motherfucking shoes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck
real
'em.
presidential. Come in
For
that
real,
bitch with the
cause they-
Rolex. Make sure you come in with that Rolex. You know, shine that bitch in their face like.
You feel me? Dog, go in there and stunt. You might, matter of fact, I'm sorry. Go in there with buffs, not cardies.
Yeah,
the buffs. And
yeah.
make sure you put some ice on them. Because this is what you gonna look like to these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Regardless, if you go in there suited up, you can go in there suit and tied up. It's not gonna matter. That's the way you gonna look at these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They gonna look and they gonna be like, oh no, she got, she up in here stunting. I don't like this one bit. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna make my wife wanna press against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you ain't even doing that. You just being a fucking president of the United States around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is it? Huh? What you talking about, bro? I don't even give a fuck what's going on over there in your little castle, my nigga. I'm over here crip walking at the White House, my nigga. I'm good. That's what you gonna be thinking, my baby.
The whole time.
But I'm telling you, these niggas, they don't play fair and shit. They be on some hoe shit. You'll be alright though, my baby. Trust me, my baby. You'll be be all good.
So, to spin the block on this, you know,
cause we don't wanna, not use all our time up correctly on what we was doing on the game plan.
Okay. To spin the block on this, everybody been talking about this all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over Facebook, you know what I'm saying, YouTube too, you could say. How you feel about, the Cardi B and Offset fiasco, I could say.
Well, first of all, shout out to their new baby.
Congratulations to both of y'all. To both of them. Thank you. Yes.
Congratulations on y'all new
both of
member.
them. Yeah.
Y'all union and all of that. God bless. All of that good stuff,
Yes.
first and foremost.
Yes.
Okay, now, to kind of
get to the
stuff. Gritty part of it. Not saying that it's all right and all, cookies and cream on what my man's Offset is doing, but just to piggyback off all the rest of how people are perceiving this thing, like sometimes women don't understand how it is to be a man. You know what I mean? And how easy we fuck up and how like hard it is for us not to. You know what I mean? Like I don't think like I think that even other people that go through little shit but that can control themselves, like I don't even think they kind of understand. You know how it feels to not be able to control yourself with those urges. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people, you know what I mean, that understand how it feel not to be able to control them urges that he be having. You know what I'm saying? And you know, cheating on her, you know what I mean, he probably, you know, doing more than that actually. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably more to the story than just cheating on her or whatever. You know, that's just what we need to hear. That's only that's really the only part I really been hearing anyway, is that, you know what I'm saying, he just keep on cheating and shit. But you know, I did hear something like, you know, he posted something about the sister and all of that, and you know, like people like, oh man, like that's just foul and blue woo woo and woo woo woo. Like I said, like just to kind of not be on his side, but just kind of speak on those urges and shit like that. Like I know that y'all kind of feeling like, hey man, you know, that's Cardi B. Hey man, she, you know, one of the finest bitches on the world, and you know, like how the fuck can you do that, and what's up and blah blah blah, and you know, like a man ain't giving a fuck about none of that shit. Like I know that y'all keep hearing that or whatever, but that shit for real. Like a nigga really not, he don't give a fuck about that in that moment. Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who the bitch is. Like, of course he would cheat with her sister. You wanna know why he don't give a fuck who the fuck the bitch is? He's not gonna care in the moment, is what I'm saying. In the moment of cheating. You don't give a fuck who you cheating with. You cheating, you know, at the moment. Now you might think about and give a fuck about all that shit afterwards, but
I mean, you
don't think about that shit in the moment. You don't give a fuck if it's her sister or mama or auntie, cousin, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as that ass bouncing right at the moment, bitch, I'm alright. I'm good. You know, but I mean, I'm really sad. I be really sad at the Cardi shit because it's so public.
I mean, yeah, and I mean to, you know, to bounce off what you're saying, you know what I'm saying, I just, you know, it's crazy that, you know, we hear about, you know, celebrities, couples and stuff like that, and we look at it and we, like, you get people that be like, oh, I want that, or I want to be like them, or I want to have our own McDonald's meal or some ghetto bullshit like that, you know what I'm saying? And you look at shit and you just be like, damn, man, it ain't always pictured as what we see it as. So, you know what I'm saying? And and from what I heard, I'm just saying from what I heard from this whole, you know, fiasco of things or shenanigans, I could say.
That's definitely the right word.
Basically, yes. Because I mean, it's been fun though, but it's also been some shenanigans with it too. So it's also been some crazy shit. But like, you know, I heard, you know, Cardi, you know, fucked Takeoff before he died type shit, or he already did type shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard that also Cardi B.
I really believe
you know, like I said, I don't really believe it. I think she just said that just to make him mad type shit. That's just what I believe from that. But the other thing I heard that Cardi was fucking somebody when she was pregnant with the baby or whatever, and I don't know how true that is.
I don't believe that.
I don't know how, you know, work. Even like I said, I don't believe it either. I'm just saying what
Maybe in the beginning, before you found out you was pregnant.
Nah, not really.
Maybe. I give you. I'm talking about a little bit of a maybe.
Yeah,
just a tad.
I mean, like I said.
Other than that, I don't believe.
Yeah, I mean,
but in the beginning, before you found out you was pregnant, Cardi, I give you that. But I don't think that you let another nigga stick his penis inside of you, knowing that you're pregnant with a whole nother nigga's baby.
Exactly. I don't think so either. I don't even think about I don't think she messed with Takeoff. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think, and that's kind of, to me, I think it's wrong, because it's like you putting a dead man on blast, or even if it's true, you putting him on blast. And you know what I'm saying? It's like he not here to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of messed up for y'all to just be doing that.
Cardi didn't know you was talking about her.
Yeah. Cap. You know what I'm saying? For real. Thank you, Offset. And Takeoff for saying that. Both of them.
Cap.
They both said it. Cap. They both said it. Both of them.
Oh, you knew, nigga.
You knew. So, and like, you know, it's like, you know, you hear these things, you see these things, and, you know, and like Offset, now he's claiming that, oh, my homeboys and them told me about you and all this other stuff. And, you know, to me, I just feel like both of them got, they love each other for real. That's
yes,
the truth.
Sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I think.
That is the truth.
I just think that, I think, like you said, Offset, I think he needs to, probably just, be honest at this point. Stop trying to put the blame, you know what I'm saying? Be the bigger man out of this. Like, I mess around with your sister, which is kind of disgusting if you think about it, because that's your kid's, auntie. You know what I'm saying? And you going to have to see this woman at birthday parties and other shit if you invited. But I mean,
Cardi know.
Cardi know
that they party hard. That's all I'm gonna say on that end.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, they got that bread, bro. We know all y'all play real hard, bro. Come on now.
You're right.
Like y'all. Look, man, it's hard for any of y'all to tell me that that's all y'all do is weed. It's gonna be real hard, bro.
Right.
Like, to convince me out of all motherfuckers, and I don't even really care, but like, for real, that's all that y'all do is weed. Like, nah, y'all got too much money and y'all do too much shit. Right, so y'all have other addictions that may not even show up, you know what I mean, or even be in a dangerous hookup where we even can detect it on you or smell it on you or anything like that. Right. Or that you even high off of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be some fucking NyQuil or something. You know what I'm saying? That y'all out here being addicted to and stuff like that. So, like, he be drugged up. That's another thing. You know what I mean? He be doped up.
Right.
He liable to do any motherfucking thing, man.
You're right.
You be doped up too. So
both of them,
you liable to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you like really liable to do anything, Cardi. You be with the shits. Yeah. So do he.
Exactly.
That's how y'all even met. That's just to piggyback off of just being real about the situation.
Or what they attracted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that you are what you attract. Just like you are what you eat, you are what you attract. So if you attract that type of, mindset, if you already going, especially if you going out there and, and that on that mindset, somebody's gonna be on that same mindset with you. You call it what's that? Equally yoked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You call it. You know what I'm saying? So they can have that, and you know what I'm saying. They can have so much similar shit with them, but it's just one thing that they're just different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Offset, he's just a serial cheater. I mean. He's a serial cheater.
Yeah.
Not a serial killer, but a serious cheater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think Cardi, she's one of those people that love too hard. When she does love hard, when she loves hard, not
fall victim to that.
Exactly,
for sure.
So
more than anybody.
So to feel bad, I feel bad for the kids more.
Yeah, because they definitely the one that get punished.
Yeah, I mean because it's like they gotta see this.
I know firsthand.
I'm talking about like they gotta see this when they get older. Like this shit's still gonna be on Instagram. It's still gonna be on YouTube. It's still gonna be on whatever this shit when they grow up, and they mama and daddy going back and forth talking about each other like they wasn't just in love a month ago, or they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, or they wasn't fucking 6 months ago for this baby and shit. Y'all was so much in love then. Now y'all on this goddamn platform and talking, down about each other, and trying to expose each other for different shit. You see what I'm saying? True. It's like I feel bad for the kids more. You know what I'm saying? I said, she just had this baby and all this other stuff. So I can understand from the emotional standpoint of her, and I can understand from the toughness and the just the being a man from Offset. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. Like, come on now. Like, it's certain things that you violated. Like, it's always that mama's baby, daddy's maybe. It's all that can go through his mind where you fuck somebody when you was pregnant with her. Will make you think that you ain't fucked nobody before. Yeah. And got pregnant. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
I understand the two.
All of a sudden the mirror being put up and ain't nobody taking motherfucking responsibility for the whole thing in the first place.
And look, I'm just gonna state this. I'm not saying that that's what's going on. I'm not stating that that's that's the issue. I'm saying I'm just looking at it through a basically a
glass half full.
A glass mirror where it's tinted, where I can only see what's going on. Or somebody else I might bring somebody over here and be like, you see that shit? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? For them to see it. So that's all I'm doing, and I'm not trying to be in a business. That's just what's going on in the topic.
We just speculate. That's it. You know what I mean? We doing our part of the job of the podcast world.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? We ain't meaning no disrespect for nothing that we saying today. You know what I mean? Or nothing that we say in the future. None of that. No, it's always love from over here in the No Pod.
Exactly. And we just come to today to just discuss all this. You could call it mess. You can call it, whatever you want to call it, but you know what I'm saying? Because right now
we're discussing
it. We just discussing it. That's it. Thank you. We just discussing it. We just trying to get it out and have a show. That's what we doing. And I hope everybody and everything that we talked about get resolved.
Yes, sir.
I hope we can, come back and have good results, have good discussions
about the same topics, but better commentary.
Exactly.
Of the results of it.
Exactly.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you good. I mean, like I said, we just, me and you both, we just two people looking at it differently. He got his different perspective of it. I got my different perspective of it. And that doesn't mean that we always right. Doesn't mean that we gonna say the right things, but this is where you want to be heard, and this is the No Pod, and this is where we, where that everybody can be, get talked to. You know what I'm saying? We talking. You know what I'm saying? We just getting this stuff out.
This is the first episode of the discussion.
Yeah, the discussion, y'all.
Feel me?
So this is the No Pod, and this is where you want to be heard, and we are out. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like bill, and hit that all them bills down there, everything. Hit
all the bills.
You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying? We
follow.
We just making contact. You know what I'm saying? We making this, and let's do this shit, yo.
You know what I mean?
So we'll see y'all next time.
And the No Pod, bitch.